smart, Lucasfilm. Keep telling your customer base they're not wanted. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate from Location Heartbeat. We have a new rumor from Disney and Lucasfilm, and this one, I'm going with the Bounding Into Comics article, so shout out to them. Because that was the first one I saw, and no reason in particular, and I'm not saying that because we're just... Rumor, Disney and Lucasfilm employees are livid over the return of Luke Skywalker, seeking to block future white male leads. Alright. So you see something like that, and that says that they don't like a certain, shade of skin color, which, I don't know, might come off as a little ist. That might be, that's basically like saying you're not allowed, you're not welcome, you're not wanted. Because you can't just make a statement. Replace that with any other shade or ethnicity. Replace that and see how well that's going to go over. Right? And because it does apply to a lot of people, I'm sure that's such a wonderful business message, right? Such a wonderful message. Luke Skywalker's cameo in The Mandalorian has apparently become the subject of controversy at Disney and Lucasfilm, as a new rumor suggests that employees at both companies are outraged that the white male lead was both portrayed in a heroic light and well received by the fans. It has nothing to do with the color of his skin. That's just the person we grew up with. If we would have grown up with Finn and he had the exact same story arc, we wouldn't have minded, right? If you had the Lando story and it was still the exact same story with Lando fucking Calrissian, we would not have minded. Because that is how a Star Wars fan, it's your nostalgia, right? The people who see the shade and the color in everything are really, really the problem here. Because there are people of all walks of life who never felt excluded. I never felt excluded because of what's downstairs, right? I never felt excluded from having a hero like Luke Skywalker on screen. Just because I saw somebody who didn't quite look like me. Guess what? Nobody looks like me. Nobody is ever represented on screen, ever, 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 unless you are the subject matter of a biopic or a docu-fucking-mentary. That is it. And this modern day, and I say this all the time, this modern day need for representation and to see yourself on screen is only so that the marketing people know how to sell things to you. They have us nicely separated and segregated and categorized down to, oh, you didn't like The Last Jedi, therefore you're a this supporter and you're this and this and this. Not only that, we are of a societal groupthink mentality where people like to label and shun and they want to shame people out of their opinion because of this sort of tribalistic need to belong to a certain team. Oh, well, we're the good guys, and therefore if you and a lot of people will fake it and lie about liking these movies too, just to fit in with the crowd that they think they're a part of. Oh yeah, they'll say, oh, Your Last Jedi was a great movie, and then secretly they'll just never talk about it or never think of it, right? Because they don't want to be labeled, because if they don't like it, they don't want to be labeled as, oh, if you didn't like it, you're an ist and a phobe and you supported this and this and this. Because that's how this society works. That's how they think. And, for somebody like me, I'm kind of, you know me, I'm an alien observer to your world for all you know. I see people, like, I didn't like The Last Jedi. Right? I don't see people who like The Last Jedi as all of a certain group thing. That's why I say a lot of them lie. And there's not people who hate The Last Jedi or of all of a certain affiliation or mindset either. Because I know all walks of life who did not like The Last Jedi. So separating and segregating us for these little marketing points, that's all this is. They don't actually care about you. They don't actually care about representing you on screen. Because why else would they give you the most generic cookie-cutter tokenism and stereotypes all the time? Really, if they actually cared about us as the viewer, no, they care about our money and they care about thinking that we're getting what we want. But this is just Santa Claus in A Christmas Story, right? This is just Santa Claus where he's like telling Ralphie, oh, you want the baseball, was it a baseball glove? I can't remember, but he wanted the BB gun instead. And Ralphie was just so dumbstruck and awestruck and nervous and hypnotized that he just nods along. He's like, yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. And that's how a lot of the consumers are. They're told what they're supposed to want. And they think that this is okay. They think this is okay because their little clique of people just keep reciting back the most nonsensical hate because it's socially acceptable. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it being socially acceptable to poo-poo a certain ethnicity. Because seriously, what the crap is wrong with you people? Not my viewers, but the people who do this. What the crap is wrong with these people? Did they not learn anything? Did they not watch anything from before their time? Am I the last person in my generation who ever watched anything before my time and understood how things were before? And how they were getting better? And you know, what to do and what not to do. Oh, don't judge somebody by how they are on the outside because it's what's inside that counts. No. We don't do that anymore, and that is so infuriating. On December 28th, Disney news outlet Pirates and Princesses reported that Pablo Hidalgo's recent mockery of fan reactions to Luke Skywalker's recent cameo, the negative sentiment of which a Star Wars author claims was unintentional, was just the tip of the iceberg. Ooh, so I did a video on Pablo Hidalgo allegedly mocking, and he has apologized and explained, mocking the YouTube channel Star Wars Theory. And if you do want to check that out, I'll link it somewhere, or I already have. As behind the scenes, large swaths of Kathleen Kennedy loyalists are messaging back and forth about their disdain from Luke Skywalker, a Caucasian male being brought back in any valiant form. Well, maybe their racism is showing and they need to learn to shut the fuck up. Seriously. Maybe that's all. No. I was saying that. I was afraid to say that. Maybe their racism is showing and they need to shut the fuck up. All right. That's where we're at with this. Maybe they've gotten away with this certain pigmentation of shit for far too long because it's been socially acceptable to them, and maybe they need to realize that you don't cure isms with another form of fucking ism, and then they can move on from that, right? Maybe these little girls and these little employees at Lucasfilm, whoever the crap they are, need to sit down, shut up, grow the fuck up, and actually pay attention to something and realize that their hatred is not helping anything in the grand scheme of things. And I need to center myself and go a little more zen.
I just go, oh.
In fact, I'm even told that the individuals at Lucasfilm have been reading articles here on Pirates and Princesses as well as watching videos on Clownfish TV, and are now actively planning on how they can roadblock the retcon attempts of Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to make Luke Skywalker a hero once more. The outlet added, the Hidalgos of the Lucasfilm are not about to let Star Wars go back to what it once was. And here's the thing though, they can keep trying to shove and insist that their little agendas and their hate and their anti-customer and anti-fan messages are okay, or they can suffer the consequences of a lot of the comic book people.
And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book.
And how are DC and Marvel doing right now? All right, yeah, they're letting people go. They're not having more employees, and their businesses are collapsing underneath them because of this anti-customer rhetoric. You cannot shame people into submission and expect them to take it forever. Not everybody is going to sit down and shut up like a submissive little sheep that you think that you're going to mold into your perfect subservient little customer base. No, you have to treat their customers with a little bit of respect and dignity and act like you want their money, because you know what? They're gonna leave you for somebody who does. And it looks like Cobra Kai might be that thing. That's coming out soon. Do you guys want me to talk about that? I definitely will. According to Pirates and Princesses sources, unhappy employees are planning to introduce ideas and narratives that would make a Luke redemption difficult, and are reportedly working in private messages to sabotage attempts by Filoni and Favreau via minor mediums such as graphic novels to push the Last Jedi narrative even harder. See, that's what they do. They form these little groups, they're little whisper networks, and they basically glass Kravitz people and try and get these are the little coworker Karens, as I call them. These are the little coworker Karens who just want to sit around and figure out ways to get people fired that they don't like because they're vicious, mean little snits. The goal is to canonize the concepts in the coming years that would prevent the Luke Grogu thing from being the future heroes that Favreau has planned. Don't you touch my baby. Oh, you ladies at the Lucasfilm, and I'm just assuming they're ladies because Kathy likes her little diversities, right? if you ladies over at Lucasfilm think for 1 minute that the rest of us are going to let you do anything to that little baby Grogu, you think again, because a lot of people say he was, you know, kaputted in the Kylo stuff. No, with the Jedi Temple, no. Little baby Grogu was not one of the little voices at the end of Rise of Skywalker. Therefore, he lived. And he better live and become Darth Grogu baby Yoda the cute. Or else. See, don't you touch my baby. See, don't you touch my baby. You never want to come between a mama bear and her little alien kitty head. Pirates and Princesses clarified, these people are incensed that the reaction to Luke Skywalker and the Mandalorian has been incredible. However, it appears that Star Wars will not be the only Disney or Lucasfilm franchise affected by these alleged saboteurs, as Pirates and Princesses sources further claim. That there is additionally a rumored movement from within Lucasfilm and parts of Disney that are pushing for the cancellation of any Caucasian male leads in any future feature-length films or foreseeable future. Well, that's going to really put a wrinkle in the plans for the presumed Mandalorian spin-off series, The Boba Fett Show, starring Boba Fett and Ming-Na Wen as the couple of badass warriors that they are, or the Obi-Wan freaking Kenobi series, where you're bringing back Ewan McGregor. And they denied it for a while, and now they had to go with it because of the cough great toilet paper shortage of 2020. So that's gonna really be a bad thing if they do that, because if they destroy Obi-Wan, there's going to be a whole generation of prequel people, prequel lovers, who grew up with Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan freaking Kenobi as their Obi-Wan. And they're going to be so attached to him because the whole trilogy was mostly his story. All right? That's one thing that they did well. They did not really disgrace Obi-Wan yet, mark my words, yet. And if they do that, they're just going to lose every other fan they have. The people who are sympathetic because they grew up with the prequels. The people who are like, it's just Star Wars. You start messing with all of these characters and you have them in waves and generations. And what, they already pissed off all the Reylos when they killed off Kylo Ben and they let little Mary Ray Palpatine become a Skywalker for no reason. If this is true, Disney and Lucasfilm would have to make significant changes to a number of upcoming productions in order to satisfy the racist demands of their employees. I like how they call them out, because that's what it is. That's what it is. Hating somebody from the color of their skin is kind of racist. So you might not want to do that. In conclusion to their report, Pirates and Princesses insisted that everything in this article should be considered rumor right now, explaining that while the outlet has their sources, reporter WDW Pro has not personally seen the original content being reported on. What do you make of this rumor? I don't know what to believe, because on the one hand, you had the Pablo Hidalgo stuff come out as just a talking point for something, because a lot of the times I think that they do these things just for publicity, just to get people like me and Geeks and Gamers and everybody to start talking Star Wars again. So I think that's part of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm hoping they don't. I'm going to go with I'm hoping they don't, but we're going to present this as rumor. Take this with a grain of salt, because if I don't say rumor 1,000 times, then people are going to be very mad at me. So I am MechaRandom42, and I'll see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!